Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Game 3 between EHOME and LGD. I'm Loomis, and I'm joined by Ailson as we're bringing you guys the Summit 6 Chinese Qualifiers, the Grand Finals. This is Game 3 of a Best of 5 series. Ailson, Game 2, it was a total stomp for LGD. And Game 1, despite EHOME winning it, LGD had a shot at making a comeback in the late game with that big LC towards the end. Are you going to revise your prediction a bit here? You said 3-1 EHOME.
That's a tough one. I definitely agree with you though. LGD are like they're showing up. It's not as one-sided as we might have imagined.
Yeah, and I feel like last game was a good indication that they did their homework. They came in with the right drafts and they out-strategized Old Chicken on the drafting chair.
I think it's actually really, really important that they shut down that Pugna strat too. Because if they had to be constantly afraid of that strategy, I think that would definitely be their downfall.
It'll put you definitely behind on the draft, right? Like,
yeah.
You have to spend a ban on it. It's not that good of a hero.
It's not even just one ban. They banned a lot of heroes following the Pugna, because when they see that Pugna, you know, they have to follow it up with like LD and...
So they banned Lone Druid and DP.
Right. So you ban out all those potential pushers.
Right. Also, I got a complaint saying that Nyx Assassin is not a spider, because he's only got 6 legs, right? So what exactly is Nyx?
I mean, I always considered him more of a beetle.
Okay.
You know, this is one of the times where it's probably beneficial to read the lore, just to find out exactly what it is. So you know, you look at the draft. I'm gonna go click on the Heroes tab and
wait. Have you ever read?
A quick look for you.
Have you ever read Kafka Metamorphosis? I'm sure you read it in high school.
I went to a different high school, man. I read stuff like Music on the Bamboo Road.
The fuck is that?
Exactly. I don't know why you would assume people read things in high school.
You never read the Metamorphosis? All right, might be. All right, you look up the lore.
I mean, I can tell you that I'm reading the About right now, the biography of Nyx Assassin.
Okay, tell me. I'm sure that's a very important thing to discuss about.
Just give me a moment.
Okay.
I'm gonna summarize it because I'm not gonna read it word for word.
Tell me what he is, damn it. Does it not say?
Trying to find it. Okay, so this is his title, I believe. After skimming through it very quickly. He is a zealot scarab. So he is a scarab.
Okay. Zealot scarab. Interesting. Alright, we got Kunkka and Bane on the side of LGD. If you ever thought you were running away from a fight, think again. Because these two, they are sticking in. Also very good at setting up fights. Kunkka, X will last 4 seconds. Nightmare will last more than 4 seconds. So we're going to see a lot of kind of backstabs behind the tower or in front of a tower. Either way, they will X you up, Nightmare you up. The rest of your friends will pour it in. And boom, you got some early game ganks going your way.
Interesting to see. I don't think LGD have like run Bane ever. And then we saw it yesterday. Xiaowei played it. And here it is again. I feel like they're just kind of taking ideas from each other. Like,
I think so.
Every day. Every day as they continuously play Dota, they just do their homework. And they're like, you know what, that looks good. I'm going to take it.
I think XZ played it in the very last series yesterday against Xiaowei's team. Or I could be remembering that wrong because it could be Xiaowei playing it again in that series. But yeah, we've been seeing quite similar heroes. Speaking of similar heroes, we're going to run the Sand King up once again. And this time we're going to have the Land of Rubik again.
10 seconds to go.
Alright, and
5 seconds.
the usual, Sand King is moved up to the top of the list.
Reserve time.
Okay. Meanwhile, would you see Bounty, Drow being taken out, Tinker on the other side?
Dyer's ban.
Interesting to see the Tinker ban. I guess this is something like to pair up with the Kunkka, perhaps? Or just potentially scared that they... I mean, EHOME seems to prioritize the early game more than anyone else, I feel, and maybe that's why they ban out the Tinker. Tinker, one of those super annoying, turtling heroes to deal with.
Yeah, last game, LFY ran a pushing strategy yesterday, and they just ran into Maybeat's Tinker. Tinker actually made some like styling play towards the late game when he had like Blink Dagon, not Veil, Aether Axe, and he was just, you know, assassinating supports in their base, that kind of stuff. So that man definitely could play Tinker. Maybe a little bit of respect ban as well.
Okay.
Radiant's pick.
You know, I've always thought of this combo where you vacuum torrent, but
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen that. It's like really, really hard to time, but
I seen it in a Dota 1 highlight video. They had a Shadow Fiend. Of course you would have a Shadow Fiend in your vacuum.
yeah.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Would not be a Dota 1 video without Shadow Fiend in. But
5 seconds.
the new day combo is like vacuum into magnetize. That seems to be all the rage these days.
Reserve time.
I mean, don't they do it with the boulder kick more than anything?
Yeah, boulder kick, and then you follow up with the roll in magnetize.
And silence everyone.
All right, third pick here. And we're gonna see the Juggernaut, which gives away essentially nothing because both Maybe and Ame feels extremely comfortable playing the hero.
I wonder if EHOME are ever going to.
Oh,
Okay.
Radiant's pick.
what is this?
Oh, why does EHOME always do this to themselves? They always pick LC into games where it's like so damn hard to get dual damage.
Was it them that did it yesterday?
Yeah, they did it yesterday. I mean, they won that game.
10
And
seconds to
I mean,
go.
it was like a 50-minute game.
Well, this is a
But-
good game to have LC though. Press the attack is great against Bane.
Okay.
I mean,
I mean, it's just I'm just saying it's gonna be hard to get dual damage. You're gonna need to find people without any help.
you know,
Mainly Kunkka.
yesterday we had that game. There was like disruption and Astro and everything, right? And he couldn't get off a duel for the long side. And I was jokingly saying maybe you don't max or you don't get duel at level 6. And I think later on that
Yeah,
day,
I am still going to tell you that you still level dual.
I'm just saying Jasing did not get duel at level 6 yesterday. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, he didn't?
Yeah, he
Okay.
got it like an 8 or something.
I mean, that's okay. That's I mean,
That's
fair. I
something.
mean,
That's something.
if it's your team strat to not fight, just
10
farm. I
seconds
mean,
to
I
go.
think that's perfectly fine.
Okay. Well, Slaughter gonna be another great initiator for the side of LGD. You can see their explosive team fight. Blink Crush, Torn Bolt.
Time.
The team fight kind of writes itself here for LGD. And it's up to Legion as well as Rubik kind of to disrupt things, as well as tanking.
Interesting to see.
Ooh!
Yeah, they're committing to that. Like I said, EHOME are
New
all
hero?
about that early game.
I mean,
New hero.
this is not just early game. It has some mid-game push as well. And that Necro book, that timing. If you get that Necro 3, kind of pre-2025, it's going to be hard for LG to fight into this.
I mean, I was about to say too. You know, you see Shadow Demon pretty much every single game. He has not been touched.
Yeah.
Even with the Kunkka too. You have the Kunkka pick when you go with the Bane instead.
You know what support would be super great for LGD? I know they already have 2 support drafted. Just want to bring that up as a discussion point. Winter Wyvern in this game. Like him bringing the Zoo, bam. Whoever gets ulted dead. Legion, when he's dueling your friend, you just ult the Legion and she's dead.
Oh, that's a good point. I mean, Winter Wyvern has always been that counter to LC.
Yeah. And a counter to
I
life.
mean, maybe we'll see mid Kunkka.
No, we're never going to. Come on.
Hey,
Dyer's bane.
you probably didn't watch the CIS qualifiers, but G played Kunkka mid. I mean, he
Yeah,
lost, but he played it mid.
You're right. That's a CIS qualifier. We're watching a Chinese qualifier now. And there ain't no mid Kunkka anywhere. I mean, I would love to be wrong. I would love to see Kunkka mid and then Winter Wyvern in this game, but Dazzle is going to be the final pickup, so it seems like it's either a mid LC or a mid Sand King.
5 seconds.
Which one do you prefer?
I would prefer mid Sand King because you can just neglect that off lane, go jungle kind of style. You can't exactly do that with Sand King as well.
You
so
could go
you
like
do it with the LC instead.
you could go like Dazzle Sand King off lane, and that could be a decent lane.
Seconds to go.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna see the Axe final pickup here. So no Wyvern, no mid Kunkka, unfortunately. We're gonna see Axe off lane being played by Jasing, and actually, is this a carry Slaughter?
Yeah.
Looks
I
like it.
think so. Should be a mid Juggernaut. I mean, I feel like they kind of have to. I I'm kind of scared for LGD right now. I think that EHOME have the potential to just steamroll them with this lineup. I don't feel very comfortable with how much wave clear LGD have.
Okay. I mean, LGD's wave clear is actually fighting into you and killing your heroes, right? Like they're
Right.
not actually gonna sit behind a tower and kill creepers.
It's so hard to fight into this though, but because like you have a dazzle,
10 seconds.
weave is incredibly good against this, and if you try to run in there, right, it's a Lycan with his zoo. Like one heal bomb, if you're in the wrong spot fighting up close, you're
Oh, yeah.
pretty much like instantly gonna take 700 to 800 damage, and they're 4 melee heroes on LGD.
I haven't even thought of that interaction, the shadow wave, with the wolves and everything.
It's 7 targets. I mean,
Better get ready.
theoretically, if you heal yourself as well on top of 7 targets, that's 8 times 140.
Does it not have an upper cap limit? The shadow wave. Max heal
What do you
target
mean limit?
7. That's what I meant.
No,
like,
it's a 7.
yeah, can you go above
yeah,
more?
okay.
Yeah.
No. It's just
'Cause
7. Well, technically 8, because it'll always hit yourself.
Right, then you kind of be next to them. So.
Yeah.
Okay, wards are being
we're gonna find
dropped, and there's no way it couldn't get there without dropping a ward, right? So you just check that spot.
Yeah. You have to assume that he dropped the ward.
Yeah.
They're gonna make a guess here, but they should know that it's somewhere here.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Old Chicken will take the last hit quick and easy. Looks like it's gonna be Old Chicken mid LC, off lane sanking by 011, and
30 seconds.
I think Dazzle or Rubik should be there to give him that lane assistance, at least, you know, for the first 2 levels.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's probably gonna be Dazzle. That's your best lane setup, because
Okay.
there's also kill potential too.
Well, Ame's just sprinted up level 1, just giving him the right click. I mean, what is Sanking gonna do? That's right, you take it and you run. So, I know you kind of mentioned it in the draft, but this is yet another game where duel, the spell duel itself does not have a lot of utility, right? It's more so you randomly get a pick off or 2. It's more of a late game disable, because you never want to be dueling somebody and Bane pops a nightmare on that person or
Right.
on you, and you just get that lolzy, hey, you're asleep.
Interaction.
You're asleep. No, you're asleep.
I think you still take it this game because it's
I'm not saying you skip it always. I'm just saying it's
yeah,
just
yeah,
not going to
for
be your game plan number A. You know, it's just gonna be
oh, they're going aggro trialing.
okay.
They know that Sylar's up here by himself. This is a really strong trialing.
Well, Torin will hit on 011, and XE is coming in from the harass, but Garter is in position. He's got his heal bomb at level 1. Ooh, that Howl usage a little bit late. Could have used it a
Yeah.
little bit earlier, and more damage will be laid in.
Gonna reconnect really quickly.
Someone's having technical difficulties.
Well, the problem is I don't think Slaughter is gonna have the best of time here. Caustic Finale is definitely super good against any melee that is trying to farm. Sylar looks like he's got himself the free farm. Jasing is avoiding the lane altogether.
About time.
Did you see if Sanking started in the jungle?
If Sand King?
Or sorry, Axe. He started in the jungle, right?
Yeah, Axe started in the jungle.
Okay.
Well, because the reason why is because Lanham hasn't even showed himself yet. He has to assume that Lanham is up top. That's
Right.
why he's not going up there.
And then because Lanham saw Axe is in the jungle, he says, okay, I'm gonna just abandon top and help bottom.
Right. Because, I mean, if they catch anyone out, it's pretty much a free kill.
Oh, Garter. It's gonna be fine. They're pinging out Ame. They want to make a go on him. Burrow Strike is not available
They
yet.
need level 2 first.
Yeah.
They're waiting for level 2 first.
They will get level 2. Poison Touch as well as Grave. They lift him back. And there's
Oh,
Burrow
huge
Strike.
burst.
There's a heal bomb. The Howl has been used. The Torrent coming through, and Ame will survive. He's going to sprint out. The last right click. Cossack Finale and the right click. Garter draws first blood for the team. Nicely done here by EHOME. They needed every little bit of that. All the right click damage. All the dots. Everything.
Yeah, honestly, this is just like really, really good play by Lanham, setting all of this up. Just hiding. He hasn't left at that spot for a minute and a half.
You mean these
he
trees
just waited.
over here?
Yeah.
One of the best juke spots for Dire offlane as well. Just kind of sit in there and sap experience. Radiant supports generally have a tough time finding you if they're not aware of the situation. Alright, how's this mid lane going? Not a matchup we have talked about too much, but I imagine LC would hold his own.
Oh, definitely. Every time you try to deal with the spin, You can definitely tank it.
He's just tanking it, right clicking back, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, is he going for the kill? He needs one more proc? No, okay. Not gonna be enough, but driving maybe back. Juggernaut generally doesn't lose mid, especially with a poor man shield, but no chicken. Having a pro man shield of his own, doing a lot of work there.
I mean, Moment of Courage is incredibly strong for the LC mid lane.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the amount of sustain you get from it is pretty ridiculous.
Yep. So I want to talk about this Dazzle versus the Axe matchup, because a lot of people see Axe as a counterpick to Dazzle simply with the interaction of Dunk going over Grave. And we're likely going to see that happen this game, but I think Dazzle is actually decent against Axe as well.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, apart from having the armor from his call, his armor is fairly low.
Uh-oh. Old chicken.
Falls off.
Or old Levin. Gonna get Nightmared up here, and he is definitely gonna get crushed. Oh, he takes the Nightmare, but now he's actually in trouble as well. They could get 2 kills from this. Now I'm trying to make the play, but unfortunately unable to do so. Looks like he will be okay. Yeah, the big thing with Axe is that the best kind of Berserker's Call are next to the enemy creep wave. But that's also where Shadow Wave would just destroy you. So, Axe has to be extremely careful of how many units he calls in these engagements.
But you have to remember, Shadow Wave is physical, so if you have to cast it at the right time as well.
Right, not during Berserker Call.
Right.
Yeah, a little bit after it. Oh, Levin gonna get torrented. He's actually getting destroyed now that his support is gone. There's gonna be an X marks the spot, and maybe Burrow Strike could get him out of there. He does burrow to Ame. Ame's gonna get lift. What a stun by Lanham. Salve is being used here by 011. He can mango. No, he's good on the mana. Lanham, though, however, not so good. He dies for his friend. 011 still fighting, applying a little bit of caustic on everybody. I think he'll be okay. Yeah. That was an amazing support play.
I think that the laning phase got a lot harder once that Axe realized, if I come up here, it's a 1v1 matchup.
Right.
And Axe just completely destroys Lycan. Like, your wolves cannot do anything, because 2 spins and you're just dead.
And by Axe going up, it forced the Dazzle to go there. And then that
Yeah,
made the
exactly.
EHOME lane bottom weak. So.
I'm starting to think that you should just give the Axe a free lane now. You jungle your Lycan and you continue to tri-lane bottom.
What a meta. And then Axe thinks to himself, I get more farming than Jungle. Maybe now I go Jungle. You can see the domination here by just just going to work. He's got level 6. Bottom lane, Nightmare, Torn set up here. Lanham's gonna get stunned up as well. Actually, 011 walk into the stun range, but Dazzle is here, helping things out. M99 looking for a Torn, but Torn, remember that 16-second cooldown? He doesn't have one right now, and he's dead. Oh, Kunkka would have fired another one off.
Well, maybe he gets the solo kill in mid.
Okay, that helps.
Yeah. He didn't win his duel. He dueled him and lost.
Did he get bonus damage? No, he didn't.
No, not bonus damage. Like, he didn't kill him during the duel.
And
Yeah,
then the Omni
Juggernaut
Slash.
did Omni.
Yeah, okay. And Juggernaut, he's not done yet. He sees Silo without mana. And hit into a spin. That was a second hit into a crit as well. The Woke body block!
Oh, great block.
Okay, but he's not microing anymore. He wasn't microing his hero. He's okay. That little play saved his life. Well done.
We've seen it before. Sylar, bottom lane with Syllabear, I think.
Yeah. I think the best Syllabear player back in like TI2, TI3 era. Man, this
Old 11 bottom.
this Nightmare initiation, it's just been on point. Every time. It's so many setups. Setups into setups.
Ooh, are they gonna get him? He still has brains out.
No, it looks like it's on cooldown. Or he used it there and did not get the kill. Well, what about outside the laning stage? Because I feel like LGD's got hero that's much more suited for the mid game, like in terms of ganking, initiating, taking fights. Talked about the power of Kunkka and Bane, and we've seen it already. Justin's gonna pick up an early blink given his laning stage.
Well, the most important thing is surviving the mid game against EHOME. Like they do have a very good mid game lineup, but EHOME has an even better mid game lineup. And once you see that Lycan come online, that's like the real test that they have to go through.
Looks like 011's gonna get Nightmared up again. That's gonna force multiple TPs. LG says, alright, sure, we'll just back off now. Well, I think both teams are strong, right? They're strong on different axes. Like, you talk about EHOME having the ability to push and just run at people, and I agree with that, but LGD, to me, they can start the fight much better on their own accord, so I guess it just comes down to who gets to play the Dota that they want to play. Oh, it's gonna go run into each other. There's two supports. Poison touch, but there's no follow-up stun.
Very nice play from Sylar.
Burrow strike on the bottom lane here. Ame is gonna get himself stunned. The heal bomb hitting on 3 targets. Ame still sprinting away. The Cossack slowing him down a little bit further. Meanwhile, Lycan looks like he's gonna get a kill up on Kunkka up top, but Ame on the bottom lane is gonna get the duel off. First hit bash, and look at that heal bomb. Get out of here. Alright, so I wasn't watching Sylar up top. What happened?
I am not sure how Sylar got the kill, but I believe he did it with nothing but wolves. I think Kunkka was trying to farm neutral creeps and drop really a little low. I think he was actually trying to suicide, actually.
And then the wolves just came in.
The wolves just sniped them.
Oh, the ultimate was on cooldown, so I guess that was involved as well. M99 will be porting in bottom. In fact, Nightmare again. Oh, use the wolves! Wake up your friend! Garter is gonna get taken up in the air. The crush is gonna be there, and he is gonna go down. But Epicenter being channeled on the backline. XE is dead. Ame could be dead as well. One more right click. They will get him to spin on top of everybody. Maybe does have Omni Slash. No, it's still on cooldown. And looks like 11 will be fine. No, I say that though. Just in getting in range, the dunk. And that is going to be a 2-for-2 trade. But Axe getting these kills, that's going to put him closer to that Blink Dagger.
Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
I think things are going to get really hectic for LGD in about maybe like 5 more minutes.
You think that's when the home push will come?
I'm pretty sure they will be able to take most of the tier 1s by then.
Okay. I think if you're LGD and you're losing tier 1s in the next 5 minutes, you're okay to this EHOME team. I mean, I think the true test is really tier 2s and tier 3s. Because that's when the Blink Dagger will be online for LGD. That's where, you know, Bolt will be online, Fiend Skirt will be online. And like I said, here comes the beginning of the pressure here for EHOME. Vlad's already available on Sylar, and he is likely working towards that Necro Book. Top lane, we're going to see a Nightmare setup. I feel like LGD is getting way too much with these Nightmare setups. It's just so easy for him to walk in Nightmare, and then teammate walks up.
I mean, it is daytime. He only has level 2 Nightmare, so that was really difficult to set up. The bottom one was more of just a laning phase type of thing.
Right.
Well, he's really suffering.
Yeah. I mean, even though when the Dazzle left, the Sand King Rubik dueling was not doing the best, it's still doing a good job shutting down Ame. Ame's net worth looking really like an offlaner here.
I mean, at this point, he pretty much is.
Right.
A lot of this is going to rely on the acts. He's going for Vanguard as well.
What do you think about that choice? I mean, it's definitely good against the Zoo that's going to be coming your way, but I can't help but feel that they really need a Blink as soon as possible. Oh, we're going to see the initiation. Ame is going to get lifted back. Burrow Strike's going to be there, and Sylar looking to kill him. There's going to be a sprint, but Sylar running so fast, he's going to run away from the taunt as well. Lanham being hit up by the tower. He's going to steal Berserker's Call. Alright, Berserker's Call, give himself some armor, but I think he's going to get dunked. Yeah, he's gone.
This is really good for EHOME. They made space bottom. I mean, unfortunately, they lost the Sand King, but they forced everyone down there. They're going to get another tier 1.
Yep. I think that's okay price for them to trade. Not only did they get the tier 1 top, they also kill Ame. Or maybe they don't get it.
That thought, Kunkka.
M99 and Ame coming in here looking for that amplified damage. That will defend the tower.
Check out Ame's skill build. I think this is the first time I've ever seen this skill build.
Huh.
The 3-2-1.
Okay. That is definitely somewhat interesting. Sylar might get X under the tower. They have Bolt at the ready. No, they don't want to fight.
It's not enough. There's 3 people here. They're not going to risk it.
Yep. That Necro 1 coming really fast. I mean, I guess you're absolutely right about the timing. Meanwhile, 11 burrows away from the Omni. Or I guess the Omni was already ending. And it looks like Omni got stolen, dude.
Oh.
No, that was
2 as well.
Yeah, level 2. That he just definitely burrowed away from the Omni. That was a huge misplay by maybe. Had mana spin, had mana for healing ward, but just was not expecting Lanham to be there. Okay, 11 this time around. Get X back, and he is dead. No pressing attack helping him a little bit out. The duel, give him the Omni Slash Lanham. He does not have the mana. He gets hit by the bolt, and they don't get the duel victory.
Dyer's bottom tower's getting the business.
Unfortunate for Lanham, he just didn't have the mana. I think that was actually a kill if he had the mana for it.
I think he miscalculated. He definitely threw out Fable. If he did not Fable, he would have the mana for the nuke. Sylar is gonna get found here, and he's gonna get gripped. I think he's busy migrating somewhere or looking somewhere else. Sylar is gonna get crushed right after that. He pops his ult though. Can he actually run away? No.
Alright, very unfortunate for Sylar. That was a level 1 ulti. That's 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Without
Yo,
his ulti when he comes back.
in Dota 1, remember you could change form and dodge stuns?
Can you still do that?
No, in Dota 1 you can. Dota 2 you cannot.
Really? I mean, because I've seen you were able to do that with Syllabear morphed as well, but
Yeah, I think Celebrate is the only one, right? You used to be able to do it with like Troll Lord, Alchemist, like all these heroes that could change forms.
I mean, you can still do that with Alchemist as well.
Really? You could dodge stuns with it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, color me surprised. I did not know that was still there.
At least I think so. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not 100% sure. Things have changed. It's always been difficult to do. It's not something I can do very often or ever.
11 bottom lane. Might get X here.
Fucked up. They saw the Bane, but everyone's here. Oh, this might be bad for LGD.
Okay. Oh, it actually gets away from the bolt. Not perfectly timed, and now the duel will happen. No Nightmare on himself. XZ will die, giving him a little gold. Yep, level 2, doing some work, and they're going to transition right into the push. 5 strong, EHOME on the bottom lane. Do they have the Necrobook yet? Looks like not. But
not yet. They'll get it after this tower, and then that's... They just go mid, take that one as well.
Do you go mid or do you go Rosh?
I don't think you risk Roshan until you have more map control.
Okay. The reason I'm suggesting Rosh is that you saw both just being used. So their fighting capability right now is somewhat lackluster. But yeah,
I mean,
you're right.
while they do it fast, I don't think they do it fast enough to risk that. I think both will be back up if they decide to go on that.
And now EHOME goes straight down mid. Easy tower. And maybe now we go Rosh.
Alright, 15 minutes. This is where you have to be really scared.
Yeah. I really like the warding that's done by the support as well as they're kind of beginning the siege. Now this makes the Rosh much harder to fight over. And Sylar does pop the Necro 1 for this. And there's that weave. And look at this.
It's like you said, this warding makes it like pretty much impossible to get caught out because if you don't see the enemy heroes, then you have to assume they're smoking.
Yep. And they are...
That's where the scan comes in.
They are trying to right now, but it's way too late. Alright, so they give it to the LC.
They should drop their scam anyways. They should see if this is coming.
Speaking of LC,
they can take this fight.
Do you think he's going to go for the same build, the Blade Mail build? Hold that thought, just see.
Hold that thought, they're running in.
Okay, oh Chicken's got the Aegis, Epicenter, being channeled on the back line. He's going to hit on 3, Burrow Strike onto 2. Okay, Jasing's going to be going down as well. The bolt does hit, but too little too late. And now Sylar on the chase. He is X'd up, but the rest of the team is still chasing fast. Oh, they stole an X! Styling on the Admiral. Get out of here. And, well, EHOME gets 4, and they're going to keep on pushing.
Oh man, that's so unfortunate that the one target they find is Old Chicken. He does have that Aegis. There's no way you want to continue that fight. And this is what I was talking about. I don't think they have what it takes to fight into a Lycan lineup.
Yeah. Sorry I doubted you, because I thought, you know, look, you got Bolt, you got Bane, you can set up kills. But the way that EHOME's playing, they're just moving as 5. There is no kills to be set up. Nobody's roaming by themselves. And we're just doing the...
Tower after tower. This is where you see that net worth just plummet.
We're going close to a 10k lead. And all of these towers really help Sylar to continuously upgrade his Necro book. We're sitting at Necro 1 right now, but he's got gold for the Necro 2. And Necro 3 will be done, you know, momentarily after that.
I think they're backing up. Oh no, this is out. Okay. I thought they were gonna like back up and re-smoke.
I'm surprised they're backing up. They have Aegis.
I mean, they don't have shapeshift. They didn't yet, and you farmed up enough to the point where you can just wait for the necro to be upgraded, and then you just go again. Because they're not in any rush. They still have a couple minutes on Aegis.
Is there any kind of big item that LGD could pick up before the next push that could change the, I guess, the dire outcome of this game? I mean, Ame's got Blink. That helps, right?
I think the biggest thing you can hope for is Battle Fury on your Jug.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything else that's going to be like super game impacting. I think Battle Fury is your only hope. You just need some kind of AoE or a little bit more.
And do you use that Battle Fury to kind of fight head on or more to split push?
No, it's kind of for both. I mean, you have to be able to fight head on. You have to be able to fight them head on. If you don't fight them head on, you're just going to lose all your racks anyways.
Well, LGD would hope that they get as much time as possible because this impending push is coming. Looks like EHOME is gather up for a smoke.
They're gonna smoke. I mean, this is looking so scary from look at the Dazzle. He's got mech as well.
Yeah. The mana pool is a little bit left to be desired because you do spam a ton of spells as a Dazzle, but
I'm sure he's fine.
He's got level
Wand
1
and Arcane Boot.
Well, it looks like they ran over. Is that a Radiant Sentry? Yeah, I think they seen them. They pinged them out.
Oh, there's smoke. You can't see anything.
No, I think they were looking at that spot, and they pinged them out. And EHOME's gonna give up the smoke, and we'll go for the tier 2.
I mean, at this point, I feel like that smoke from EHOME, it's kind of like a, you know, if we find someone, great, but if we don't, we're just gonna go push anyways.
Right.
Nothing they're gonna do about it.
Alright, checking on the book. It's level 3. Here we go.
So this is where you start doing damage.
Oh, Ame gets immediately burrow striked up.
Ame.
Okay, he's fine though. I mean, right now EHOME, they're gonna just put Old Chicken in front. Ame re-engages, puts a stun on Old Chicken. They taunt him up as well, walks him closer to the base, but there's no follow-up. No, they X him right in the base. Torn bolt, but he's got Aegis. So what's the point of all of that? That was like Necrobooks taking Raxes and buildings. And they are now definitely on the Raxes, but Wolves on the range Rax. They will slowly take that one. Old Chicken working on the creeps. They will disengage. Ame comes in with a stun, gets the Wolves. I know Aegis is running out, but that's definitely a...
I think he's back here. Well,
I think you back too, because Necrobook is on cooldown now, right? Yeah,
well,
so
they don't have Necro, but they still have Shapeshift. I think Old Chicken is strong enough on its own that he can. They just want to take the range racks. That's your goal right now. You take the range racks.
Okay.
Then you back up.
Aegis is running out. I think that is going to be the moment that LGD will strike. Okay. Old Chicken running up in the front line. Ame gets a stun on him. There's a torrent. They're slowing him down, but here comes O11 with the engaged taunt. Is going to be on 1 here, and Old Chicken will take the bow. Aegis timing, he's going to be fine. He gets dumped, he will respawn, and now EHOME will catch LGD without much of the cooldown. They will re-engage Ame with a stun. Ame slash onto Old Chicken, torn him up as well, but he's got Graves still. And we do have XE on the back line getting killed. Justine gets a taunt onto 2. I heard the duel on the front line. I do believe that's going to be somebody dying. Juggernaut is going to be dead. They do X up the Sanking. Okay. Torrent is going to hit on 2, but there's just no more. Just saying, he's really the only one alive, and I don't think he could actually stop this base push anymore. EHOME showing a lot of calm and composure. Despite not having Necrobook for the first half of the fight, it has came back up now. And the push now remains EHOME taking the second set of racks.
I mean, Juggernaut's dead. Why not? Don't need the Aegis. They have so much sustain as well.
Jeez.
Old Chicken's already back to full.
Look at that range ras tracking me fast. Oh no, they lift up Ame and into a crush by Lanham. They control him good, but Ame getting a little bit of help. Never mind. 011 cleans up on the back line. The bolt will hit on a majority of the EHOME hero, but it's not going to be enough. LGD still running a truck through the LGD base. 2 sets of racks.
A truck, dude. It's more like a train.
All right, or an airplane. Or a spaceship, whatever you want to say, dude. LGD is getting completely ran over right now. And back they go.
I think their last lineup would have been better against this kind of push strat. Is the death ball back? This is some TI4 stuff.
Yeah.
Is it TI4? I don't even remember which one it was.
I remember TI4 had a lot of Venom answers. So everybody laying down wards.
Alright. I mean, I would have liked Venomancer here.
For LGD?
Yeah, I mean,
For either team?
I don't. Like I said, I don't think you do not fight head on against the Lycan with these kind of heroes.
So, do you felt like it was the opening of the draft that LGD had that made them weak to this? Like, remember they started with Kunkka and Bane, and neither of these heroes.
I think they could have transitioned later on.
Okay.
I think you could have picked different cores to fight these kind of heroes. I think Axe is okay, but I think that a core Slardar is not enough.
Yeah, and you saw LGD transitioning in the draft. I think they fourth picked the Slaughter, and I think it was meant to be an offlane. And so as soon as they saw the Lycan, they're like, oh crap, these lanes are not going to work. So they last picked an Axe. Made the laning stage better, but as we can see here, Lycan is building towards an AC. I'm not even sure whether they're going to wait for that AC to finish. They're already pinging out the bottom Rex.
Yeah, they're not going to wait for it. He's still like 500 off, so you don't exactly want to give him that time. More importantly, you want them to come back down instead of staying up there to potentially take another tower, because they have to come down here now.
Yep.
So you force everyone down. Whether or not you take the racks, it's not too big of a deal because you just back up and wait for Roshan.
Right, you limit the farm, protect your tier 2 as a result.
Yep, and then you back up and wait for the next Roshan before you try anything.
Yeah, play the economy game. You're up by 1,500, 1,700 almost. And everybody's got some items. Yeah, 17,000 by a factor of 10. What's with me and factors of 10 today?
20 level.
20 levels, dude. Alright, oh chicken. It's got a heart.
Alright. They dropped the scan a little too early. I don't think they're going to catch... Oh, they do catch him. Okay, they know about this. This could be bad for LGD. This might be where GG is called.
Well, it seems like EHOME does not want to take a base, fight outside the base.
I mean, they're just trying to regroup so they don't get caught out in a bad spot.
Yeah.
Sylar didn't want to run over.
Just seeing it's going to
They're just waiting for the AC. They're regrouping, waiting for the AC, and then they're going to try to catch him out.
Well, they are definitely on point in terms of expecting
They
what
have a smoke.
LGD is.
This is where you smoke. All right, here it is.
Okay, who's going to be our initiator? I guess, you know, LC? Sanking? Going to look for a jump. But LGD will now, it's their turn to back out.
Oh, they got caught by the wards. Someone might be caught here.
Yeah, I think Sanking's not that fast. But he does have Blink Frost Staff and Burrow Strike, so...
Yeah, and he has that Yules as well. But,
yeah.
Well, Roshan is back up. Same thing. You pressure the bottom, make everyone come here, do whatever damage you can, and then you just go back and take Roshan, and you return to the bottom lane again.
Yeah, as a Bane player this game,
it
feels bad, man, because, like, what do you do when...
You can't do anything.
Yeah, when the frontal push comes, you just... You don't even have a point into Enfeeble, so, like, you just feel like you can't do anything.
And it's not like your brain sap's gonna do much.
Yeah.
When it comes to
well, it's more like
contributing to slowing down the push.
It's like if you get close enough to brain sap, you just die. Like that's okay. 11.
Oh, 11.
I don't think he's getting eyes on this, but he'll blink away. Oh, Ame coming back in, but Aegis already took. And now the duel is going to go on Ame, and Ame is going to be dead. The bow coming in a little bit too late. In fact, it's not going to hit too much of anything. Ame slash flying out, but everybody's got the weave armor bonus, and we do have Sanking re-engaging on the back line. GG immediately call before the team fight's even over, because this game is over. EHOME makes the series 2-1. The series not over yet, but they are definitely ahead.
I think LGD should just commit entirely to turtling. I mean, everyone hates watching it, but I think LGD actually should just commit to turtling and playing out the ultra late game kind of lineups.
I agree. It feels like, I don't want to say EHOME is a one-trick pony, but they've been showing very similar styles of draft where they really need to win the lanes, get ahead, and push. And the one game that LGD won, I mean, they won the lanes, they had a great high ground lineup, and they had the better linking. And that's the style that you're saying they should go for, right?
Yep.
All right, guys. We see Sylar dealing 9,000 building damage. Pretty legit for a Lycan. And maybe we'll see that like it in Game 4, because we are going to a Game 4 of this best of 5 series. EHOME up 2-1. And maybe they will even take it in the 4th game. But we'll see. We'll be back, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the cast. We'll see you in a bit.